So one of my favorite things here is champagne and a very beautiful bottling here. Now, first of all, I'm going to start where this wine is coming from. It's coming from the Côte de Blanc. That's where the wine grapes are being sourced. The domain is in Reims in France. So I've had the privilege to put foot on ground in terms of the domain itself, as well as meeting Bruno Paillard, as well as his daughter, Alice Paillard. Lovely, lovely people, very dedicated to producing beautiful wines. Now, this wine right here, I'm going to bring this a little closer so you can see this label here. This is Blanc de Blanc, and it's a Grand Cru wine, non-vintage, extra brut. You'll see on the back label here, and it's an extra brut wine. The disgorgement date here is October of 2016, 12% ABV. Now, the wine grapes are being sourced from 4 Grand Cru in the Côte de Blanc. And, this really speaks highly and positively of the Grand Cru. It's, finding the best quality grapes. So finding the best quality Chardonnay grapes and also getting from a fantastic region, which is the Côte de Blanc. So a very elongated neck and a very, pronounced bottle here. Love the clear packaging. If you do buy a clear package bottle like this, because you're going to find this more often than, say, the rosé as well as the white wines, because you really want to see that it is a white wine, a Blanc de Blanc. I recommend putting this in a dark part of your cellar, even putting a cover over it so that it doesn't have light retention. That is if you want to keep it for a longer period of time, which I like to do myself. So in this wine here, I think it's handsome, beautiful. So I'll put a map right here, and you're gonna see the Côte de Blanc. And I have been to the Côte de Blanc before, as well as other villages in Champagne. So champagne with caviar and bellini, as well as oysters, seafood, and so forth, as well to enjoy on its own. That's the lyrical point that I definitely enjoy about champagne. So to enjoy on its own, to enjoy with family and friends, there's no good or perfect way of enjoying this except to enjoy it, period. Now on this wine here, and so this wine is $70 price point. It's available throughout many wine retailers in the United States. So ask your wine merchant to bring in this bottle if they do not have it. So definitely think about serving this for a special occasion, but also break out of the mold. And I definitely treat myself. I enjoy champagne once a week because I have to. Life is too good and it's too difficult to not enjoy a beautiful bottle of champagne. So I think this is a really handsome selection here. So I also want to point out that this has 48 months on the lease. So when I look at the $70 suggested retail price point versus looking at other bottles, say domestic sparklers, and I'm not going to put one region down in front of another. What I would say, so I've tasted a lot of sparkling wines in, say, California that are above the $70 price point. The price point in conjunction with the point score, so this is 95 points out of 100 points. I would say in some of the bottles I taste from Napa, which are even more expensive, or even other areas, not just Napa, are nice, wonderful, depends on the bottle, depends on the cuvée, of course, on the producer, and I think you're gonna really come out with a different experience. And for me, $70 is not expensive. So in this, I'm getting notes of Boudahan, a bit of quince, and green apple. Nicely done. Next, the palate characterization. On the palate, creamy, elegant, gorgeous. 5 grams of sugar per liter, so it's extra brut, and it's really expressing nicely, beautifully. I would say for me, even the Brut Nature world, I've never tasted anything so austere or that had no character. But for me, I prefer much less sugar. I always prefer and go to Brut Nature or extra brut. And I think there's an elegance that comes with that. I think a lot of people will say, for an extra brut, I'm gonna serve with food. That you can do that definitely, but to enjoy on its own and to enjoy the refinement of the wine, that's a great way to do that. So I would definitely say on this wine, I'm getting notes of dried citrus. Additional notes on this are stone fruit, a bit of heirloom apple, oyster shells really prominent, as well as white floral notation. 95 points out of 100 points. More information I'll list down below on the producer, and so I think it's a really lovely wine. Questions and comments down below. Give a like, that's where the like button is, and right up here is the subscribe button. Please hit that button to see the latest videos that I am producing. So thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Many more great wines to come in this new year of 2019. Thank you again. Stay tuned for more. Santé.